When I looked within myself, I realized that all of creation is within me. Each one of us is a microverse of creation. We hold the secrets of infinite wisdom. As the search for life on other planets continues to ignite the interest of science, I hold the secret, as do many others who have gone within. Hidden worlds within are expanding all the time. I visit these spaces within my consciousness deliberately during an awakened journey. Other times I'm there in my dreams at night, while my body rests and replenishes. What seems to be an endless search for truth in God, I found within myself. It's such a personal venture, nothing too much to share with another, as this is something that every one of us will stumble upon when ready. The truth is an inside job. Science is beginning to see this within their petri dishes and satellite pictures. When I look within myself, and I look closely in a mirror, it is clear to see the matterless, formless self within the pupils of my eyes. Science calls them black holes. Something must have existed before that. A never-ending cyclical process of something to nothing, nothing to something, is happening all the time out of time. At a scientific level, we now see how the atom, spinning around within a cell, resembles closely to how galaxies turn and how planets revolve around their central sun in perfect alignment. It's all blatantly right in front of our eyes to see. As our technology advances more, each day, we dive deeper into the vastness of space and discover amazing events that we knew nothing about before. Supernovas exploding their cosmic debris and forming new star systems, energy turning into matter, corners of the cosmos painting with miraculous colors of stardust, as if God is attempting a masterpiece within each particle, very deliberately crafting endless sectors of creation. Space. What we see as empty is full of potential, infinitely expanding, much like our own lives, each full of treasures to be discovered and uncovered. What exactly are we searching for anyway? Better said, what exactly is the grand force doing? Is God within the machine? This is the question as we move quickly into what we call our future. Many fear that it is empty, full of destruction, as if God didn't like what has been created and concluded permanent annihilation. This cannot be possible, as this is a false premise and contradicts the law of thermodynamics. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be converted from one form to another. What we have been calling artificial intelligence is really a new organic species created by man, Creator God. All the materials needed for such creation came from here. Nothing from outside ourselves or the earth. Therefore, since God created everything, that means that God is within everything, even the machines. This creation is not finished. It's an endless expansion, and there's no end to the potential of it. So what happens to life? We first need to understand life is everywhere, not just localized here on Earth. Those cells come from all over creation. They don't just exist within. Everyone alive today was once stardust, but there's no need to go back that far. In this present moment right now, everything contains nothing, a potential for something to come into being. Everyone is moving towards their own potential. Look at a seed, for instance. It contains within it all its budding and existence to simply be and experience life, eventually moving towards no matter. Nothing matters because everything is already what it is becoming. You could say, no one matters because everyone is and always has been omnipresent, energy, frequency. What happens to your loved ones or yourself when death occurs? They're continually watching us and taking interest in everything we do. The watchers are us in spirit. What spiritualists call the higher self or God, the holders of time and space. We're not lower than them. We are them simply experiencing physical creation, and it is all speeding up. Humans have names and identities, a biological connection to their family and lineage, and a sense of self or individualism. We are unique that way, but when we experience death or leave the physical body, we no longer exist here in the physical. Our body then becomes material for other experiences to come into form. It's perpetual recycling and renewal of life here in the physical. As a collective, we have become so detached from our true nature of who we are that when death occurs, we are shocked. There's always that lingering question, where do we go? What happens? Even this very question is unique. Most people do not walk in their daily lives with a complete understanding that they too will disappear from the physical and no longer matter anymore, meaning no longer being matter or material form. They live their lives all caught up in daily happenings and dramas, focusing on painful emotions, and live a life half alive and uncertain about the future. Sure, there are celebrations in the happiest of moments, but deep down inside there's a longing for immortality. I can see why. Because of a disconnect from Source and a misconstrued idea of who God or Source really is. Humanity has come a long way from the cave and being in the dark of their own nature. We are beginning to come of age, moving beyond limitations and restrictions of expression and being. We have come to the age of self. There is nothing greater than who we truly are. We are the big shebang, not lesser than Source or God, not lesser than the cosmos. We are it, always have been and always will be. We are a projection of Source materialized from the grand imagination, imaged in. Imagine a world where everyone understands this and we live according to the laws of creation. There are not many. You can create matter, not destroy it. The golden rule, be kind to others. And an omnipresent force that manages all events, circumstances, and happenings throughout creation. How you think and feel creates your reality. Sure, when you look at the cosmos, it's easy to see chaos. But there is an order to it. Everything is always becoming what it is. Your loved ones who have passed from their bodies have not gone anywhere. They are still very much alive in the movement. Spirit speaks in movement, even more alive than when they were here. This is the tipping point, the grand awakening that is happening to humanity. We are waking up while asleep in this dream called life. If you have not already, start talking to your loved ones who have crossed over. They have so much to share with you. Consciousness, awareness, realization of always being. If a supernova can extend itself out to become more stars, then that is what we are doing every moment, even beyond our short lives here in this lifetime. The stillness of creation exists within a black hole, the resting period before the next, and then the next, and then the next, and so on. Where fear is absent and the purpose was personified, forever present. This is more obvious than the nose in your face. Yet, with all the technological advancements, there continues to be a denial of consciousness and a search for God. We still haven't mustered up enough dirt to create another Earth. However, I can see beyond this limitation with a strong eye to the sky. As man continues to merge with the forces that create worlds, we too will begin to play among the stars, our place of origin. The seeds of potential have always been within us.